You are welcome to my channel again. In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a shirt collar. And this is a male shirt collar I'll be making here. You can see that I've already cut my collar, I've cut my under collar, and I also cut what I'll be using to double the collar itself. So the first thing I'm doing here is to iron the collar on the fabric. Note that that fabric I've already doubled it. I've doubled the fabric, so I'm also going to put collar bones on the two edges. I've mentioned all those things that I use for making collars. I've mentioned them in previous videos, so I'm going to put the two collar bones on the edges, and then I'm going to place another softer collar which I used a lady stay to cut. I'm going to place it on, so it's going to cover the collarbone that I place inside. It also has gum too, so it's like going to seal the collarbone in between the collar and the softer little stay that I used to cover it. So that is the purpose of placing the second collar on it. And I've also mentioned it before, the reason why we use the collarbone on the two edges of male shirt is so that the edge of the collar will not fold. I've gummed my under collar and I'm going to fold it up. And you remember I've also mentioned before that the lower part of the under collar you need 0.75 inch of fabric there. And the reason is what you are seeing is because I'm still going to fold it up and sew. So out of that 0.75 that I folded up, I'm going to sew on 0.5 and then leave 0.25 each. So my collar too is ready. I will need to trim off all the fabrics at the lower part, but I will need like 0.5 inch from the two sides and the upper sides of the collar. You can see I doubled the fabric just for you to know. So I'm at the machine now and I'm going to sew on the fabric. Like I said, professionally we don't sew on the collar. We sew on the fabric but close to the edge of the collar itself. If you want to learn how to make shirt like a professional, either male shirt or female shirt, you might need to contact me. I can tutor you through it. I have courses and videos that you can use that will use to tutor you. So I've sewn the three edges of the collar itself. We have the collar and then we have the under collar. So it is the under collar that I just picked. Like I said earlier, I folded 0.75 of fabric up, so I'm going to sew it on 0.5. Yes, so I'm sewing on 0.5. I'll sew to the edge. Sew to the edge. That's what I'm doing. Yes. So that's all I need to do on the under collar before I join it to the collar. So what am I still going to do to the collar? I'm going to trim every fabric at the lower part of the collar. Yeah, that's the lower part of the collar. I don't need fabric there. I only need fabric on the two sides and on the upper part. But on this lower part, I don't need fabric, and the reason is what you are seeing now. I'm going to use that lower part to turn it inside out. You can see after turning it how firm it is. You can see that it is very, very firm. So I just want to trim off a little bit of fabric on the under collar. You shouldn't have more than like 3/8 inches there. So I'm trimming it off. If it is too wide, it will not make your collar to look perfect. So I just need to trim off a bit of it. Alright, you can see. So I'm going to notch. I need to notch the center of all three pieces I'll be putting together to make my collar. These three pieces, you can see I'm notching the edge of the collar too. And the other fabric that is left for the under collar, I've also notched the middle too. Now I need to top stitch the collar itself. This top stitching, it helps to also fasten. We added a collarbone inside. It helps to hold it firm. Yes, the machine needle can go on it because it's a rubber, not plastic. So it helps to also hold it down under the collar so it will not be shifted or it will not move. So after I've done the sewing, then I'll position the three pieces together. Look at the order I'm positioning it. Note that I'm doing center to center. The centers that I've notched is what I'm using to position. So after positioning it like this, I'm going to start sewing from the center. You can see I start the sewing from the center and I'm going to sew to one edge. This is like the easiest way to make your shirt collar. Yes, it's like the easiest way. Just follow the process and you will get it perfectly well. You can see I sew to one edge, then I started from the other edge. Yes, make sure you sew your curved edge slowly. So I'm finishing this one at the center where I started the first one from. And that's just about all. Yes, I just need to trim a little more of it. Yes, that's just about all. You will see by the time I turn it over, you see how well it comes out. Yes, you can see how well it comes out. Our female shirt making like a pro for December will soon start. So if you like to register, check the description for the link to join the wait list. I hope to see you in the class and in the next video too. Bye bye.